So here are 5 things I wish I knew about the MAUI 44 G2 before I purchased them. Now I'm not sure if knowing these things now would sway me from not getting them, but I still think they are good things to know before you buy. Okay, so one of the first things you need to know about before purchasing the MAUI 44s is that they're gonna bow out on you. The 15-inch subs are very powerful, and the tops here, well, they're not that heavy to weigh this sub machine down. So the result is, throughout the night, they're gonna keep moving and shifting on you. Now I have found this to be true on no matter what type of floor I am. Concrete, tile, carpet, they always seem to move. Now this isn't a huge deal, but it's also a little bit of a pain in the when the party is at its peak and I gotta reposition my speakers to point them straight to the dance floor. Now to combat this, you can probably buy some anti-slip mats, or I even heard DJ Danny B on YouTube say that he uses some rubber feet that are used to stop washer machines and dryer machines from moving, and you can place those on the bottom of the feet from the sub here. So those seem like some good options to stop your MAUI 44s from moving, although I can't speak on that myself because I've never tried them. Okay, the second thing you need to know is where to run them at. When I first purchased these, I took them out to events and I kept redlining or getting close to redlining. And I thought to myself, damn, I made a huge mistake. These are not exactly a cheap speaker to buy. But then my buddy Shay here on YouTube told me that he was watching some videos and he says that I need to run both tops and bottoms at 3 o'clock. Now when Shay told me this, I knew I could trust him because that guy has seen just about every DJ YouTube video there is. And if you don't believe me, the next YouTube video you watch, just look in the comments and you might see him there. That guy is always dropping love and positivity on everybody's page, and we need more people like him. But anyways, let's get back to the video. So I ran them at 3 o'clock and wow, they made a huge difference. I noticed I had a lot more headroom and wasn't redlining as quick as I was before. Now the third thing you need to know about is that you need to get these caster wheels. So when I first purchased the MAUI 44s, I thought, damn, these things are already expensive. I don't need the caster wheels. I got a rock and roller cart, I got a bicep, I got a tricep, try and stop me, right? But it only took a few events for my body to let me know that I'm gonna be 40 soon. Now at this point, if you're wondering what my skincare routine is at almost 40 years old, well, it consists of smashing that like button and subscribing. But anyways, I digress. Let's get back to the video. So like I was saying, I purchased these caster wheels and man, they made all the difference. Now don't get me wrong, they are expensive. These things come in at $200 a piece. And my financial advisor, aka my wife, is really strict on our business bank account. So what I did was, I showed her the video from Canal Sound and Lighting where they're demonstrating putting on the caster wheels on the MAUI 44s. When my wife saw that, she said, wow, that does look very easy. You should get those, hun. So as soon as she said that, I said, oh, say less. Now again, like I mentioned, they are really expensive. $200 for just this little plate and wheels, but they are very quality. These wheels are very sturdy. They're so good, I could probably longboard with them. Oh. Okay, maybe I can't longboard with them, but you get the point. Okay, the next thing you need to know is that they're gonna get dirty. Now, if you're like me, you probably wanna keep your white speakers as fresh as you keep your white sneakers. But inevitably, no matter how hard you try, you're gonna scuff them. But there are some things you can do to combat those scuff marks, like carrying a wet rag around. You can also carry stuff like this around. This is touch-up white paint. I carry this with me at every event, because you never know when you might wanna just patch this up and look like nothing ever happened. Okay, the fifth and final thing that you need to know has to do with this right here. Now you see this Velcro right here? Now that Velcro right there will cut the shit out of you. When I first started moving these things around, I didn't have the caster wheels, so I had to grab them by the handle. And when I grabbed them by the handle, my forearm would rub against this Velcro right here, cutting me all of my forearm. Now thankfully, I don't have this problem anymore now that I have the caster wheels. But if you don't get the caster wheels, that's something to note about. Alright guys, well there's the 5 things I think you should know before purchasing these MAUI 44s. And if you enjoyed this video, smash that like button and subscribe. Or go ahead and drop a comment of anything I missed. Other than that, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.